Hey folks, this Dave Coaster Dude, and back with another story time. And then this story is about like why me and my cousin, my sibling, me and my cousin just fights when he was up here, and a story of what happened when I was in high school in the ninth grade, from year 1999 to year 2000. But before we get into this, just pause this video if you're new to this channel. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, and smash that subscribe bell. Alright, because there's going to be some more videos coming on the way in the future as well. Alright, I guess enough said. So, anyway, it all started when I was on vacation, right, down in Arkansas, right? And then my folks decided to bring my cousin home, to Cleveland. But he was a bad seed at that time. So when he come in, man, he started doing some horrible things to me at that time. This happens in July of '99. Yeah, got into fights and stuff, like who's this, and then book and stuff. We all got into a fist fights. And my parents said, both of y'all, cut it out. Both of y'all. And man, it just constantly goes on and on and on. Man, I said, he started this stuff. He started it. Man. And then it just he's something else. They shouldn't be bringing them like that as well. And then we decided we got on the porch. So I was on the porch, right? It was summertime. I was on the porch, doing something and stuff. And then all of a sudden, Curly has, I'm going to call him, we're just going to call him Curly, my cousin. I don't want to expose no names out. But this is the truth. He closed this door out there that go up to the upstairs porch. Out because I was out there for I haven't been out there that long, so come in, but he pushed it, and then all of a sudden my knee went in through that glass door. One of those old doors that has like 9 glass, has 3 at the top, in the middle is like this long, and the square one, but my knee went in through that window. When he closed that brown door. Yeah, this happens, man. I tell you, you did. I see what you made me do. And then my mama said, "What, you both y'all broke in the window?" Well, he started. He closed it when I get in. And then if it's fault that my knee is going through that window, in the first place, it cracked. Because my father was at work, right? And all. So anyway. Yeah, he doing some horrible things. Let me tell you, there's a time that when I was asleep, right? Or watching television or something, right? As he went into my room. He decided that he took his socks off and sniffed them, and he shoves it in my mouth. Dirty socks in my mouth. And stuff. I was like, ah! 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 I mean, for real. Because he was 17 and I was 14. I said, hey, quit putting nasty ass socks in my mouth. Man, I want to push them, and I shoved them. I pushed them and shoved them. For putting that nasty socks in my mouth. That's gross. Tastes nasty. Cheesy, vinegary, whatever. But no, that's that. On that part. That and that door that broke the window as well. So anyway, there was a time that that my cousin Curly decided that I was doing something, right? And then all of a sudden we got into a huge argument about who's gonna do this, who's gonna do that and stuff. And then my parents said, "Stop, both of y'all." Make one have to spit in his face, and all. So anyway, it's just like, oh no. It's just too horrible. So anyway, he was up here like for a month, and then it was his time to go back to back out of town. So we put him on the bus to go back home, and I was happy that he left, and all. So anyway, I was glad, so I moved on my life. So, and also my cousin, when they come up here at Christmas, And then me and that's when my mama had to have surgery. At that time when my grandma, my uncle, when my mama was living and my uncle was living at that time, and my father was living at the time. So anyway, it was on Christmas too. That he got into it. Me and him got into it and stuff. And if I say something about bad about my friends and stuff, because he don't even know my friends. So anyway, we got into a fuss until we got into it, and then I replaced that. And then I was cooking some ramen noodles, right? Boiling water. I stirred the noodles up, right? And then I placed that fork on his skin. He said, "Quit it." And he is a snatching. Snatch, like snitches get stitches, right? If you tell on him, it's over. It's over and done with. Like that, what is it to my cousin? So anyway, my mama said, "You burn him, I'm telling on you," because I didn't get no whooping, or she didn't tell my father, thank God. But the next day, I told my father what I did. I told him that Carl, he was lying. I didn't stick him with that fork. I placed it on him for a prank. Burnt that hot fork. After I cooked the ramen noodles in and all. So because it just keeps goes on and on and on until it was, like after Christmas when it was time for them to go back home and stuff. And I was so happy that I got rid of my cousin, myself, and all. So that's the story for what me and my cousin did. Got into a fight when I was a freshman and all. All right, the next story is, now this is when I first go to this high school, Catholic high school, when I was in the 9th grade. It was things was going good, like go classes, lockers, and teachers and everybody. Until this kid, we're gonna call him Tony. Tony decided want to be a bully and stuff. So he said, "I'm going to get you." And then I try to stay away from him, and he keeps following me. And he says, "Stay." I want to tell him, stay away. And then he says, "Oh, I'm going to beat you up." He said, "Oh, ass. Profanity words, swearing." As we run down the cafeteria, because it was that, before we go into classes, right? Because he wasn't in this class that he wasn't supposed to go. He was like, want to do a fist fight, and so I punch him back. Until he says, "Ooh, I'm going to get you, old ass, run up them stairs." And the next thing I know, we got into a fight. I pushed him on the school elevator. Now this is at Villangelo St. Joseph High School. I pushed him on the elevator door. It was on a basement, like in a lunchroom section. Yeah, I pushed him in there. Pushed him on the elevator door. It's the elevator door is just like this, that goes like this. Like this, that's where I pushed him, and not just him, Tony, but this other guy. We're gonna call him Pikachu, and this Pikachu, he was a senior, I was a freshman. Yeah, well, the biggest he is, I pushed him too. Think I am? You think I ain't playing? You better watch it what I'm doing. And then it was another guy. What I'm gonna call this dude? I think I'm gonna call him. I forgot what I'm gonna call this kid. We're gonna call him Kevin. Kevin, too, was trying to be a bully and stuff. He was like, maybe it has to be when he was in 11th grade or 12th grade. Has to be one of the grades. So anyway, as well as that, so I pushed him into the door, and then didn't go into class. And then when he got up to the 2nd floor, and then this guy named this teacher, I forgot what this teacher's name, but he teaches history and homeroom teacher that I had when I was in the 9th grade. What am I gonna call this teacher? His name was we're gonna call him Terry. Teacher named Terry says that he just told me, just relax, just have a seat and blah blah. So he gave me a piece of paper, write down what date and what this person Tony had did to me. So I did, and he gives it to the dean. We're gonna call him Robinson, Mr. Robinson, the dean at that time. We're gonna call him that. Looks it over, and then I think he comes, kind of talks to us about it, like what's going on. Like, he started this, doing fist fight, and went to this class because I was in this learn disabled class at that time. So anyway, and also, and I think it's in December and January that he transferred out. Thank God, thank goodness for that. That he's going, so adios, Tony. Whoop. Adios, Tony. And also, this kid here. Let me tell you, this kid here. We're going to call him Tom Glooch. Mafia. Yeah, we was in religion class together, right? And then, all of a sudden, I was sitting in class doing the work, and this kid here, Tom Glooch, he was Italian, decided that he wants to take his shoe off, slide his shoe off, and put his sock foot right on my back and just rubbed it. I said, ugh, get you nasty. Nasty. No, I didn't swear because I was too young to swear at that time. So anyway, I said, why would you do that? And then this teacher, we're going to call her, what am I going to call her? I think I'm going to call her Susie. Susie, my religious teacher named Susie, told me to move into another seat. So I did. I got on myself, and he kicked his shoe off and wanted me to rub his sweaty ass sock foot on me. And I said, ugh, nasty. No, he didn't rub it that time. When I got my books and all that stuff, and I just sit in the seat. And this goes on. This is in the year of 2000. I think it has to be between March or April, or to May at that time. And he chased me in the hallways and stuff. And also right after Easter break, this is when we come in, and then this kid, Tom Glooch, he took his shoe off and he rubbed his sweaty sock foot on me. Ew, nasty. Nasty. Punk. Nasty punk. That's what he is, man. This kid here, he is so nasty. He was the same grade as me, and he's Italian. He looks like JT from Step by Step. If any of you watch the show from grew up on the show from the 90s as well. If you grew up on the show in the 90s, just comment down on my YouTube channel, okay? So anyway, so that's what he did to me. Rub his sweaty sock foot on me for no reason. I don't know why, but until I remember the last time, it was right before I transferred out at school, Villangelo St. Joseph, before I transferred to Cleveland Central Catholic when I was in the 10th grade, as well too. That he just quit, and then he don't do that stuff no more, and then I was glad I was out of there, Villangelo St. Joseph, to go to Central Catholic. So adios, Villangelo St. Joseph, go Vikings. Not. So anyway, so that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and smash that bell. And I will see you in the next one. Adios, amigo.